Hey there, it's Dr. Crypto here, and I hope everybody is doing well, and I hope everybody enjoyed that AMA this morning from Chris, the CEO of Crypto.com. Well, I'll get into that in a little bit, but before we get into that, give us a thumbs up, give us a like, give us a subscribe. It's always much appreciated. So just having a quick look over the market overview at the moment, we can see that Bitcoin is sitting around about 41,419. So we're still holding that $40,000 mark at the moment. Well, just over. We can see sentiment has come down. It's neutral. It's at 56 for the fear and greed. And we can see here that basically we're still at 1.64. So we've been like 1.6, 1.7 to 1.69, and now we've come down to about 1.64 because there's been a bit of fear in terms of the market regarding like grayscale. As we can see, there's been a few comments. Another 10,000 17 hours ago this was by Crypto Tony, another 10,000 Bitcoin million to Coinbase from grayscale. So there's obviously been a lot of fear regarding this, and obviously Scott Melker from Wolf of Wall Street's just pointed out actually 13 hours ago, he says grayscale is not actively dumping on the market. People are selling GBTC, which means grayscale has to sell the equivalent amount of Bitcoin. It's not nefarious, it's simply the mechanics of an ETF. So look, the same thing might happen today. Who knows? We don't know. Well, obviously when the US market's open, we'll find out or off whale alert, if we're going to get some more sell-offs today. So just be prepared for that. And, don't forget, we do have coming up is the Bitcoin halving, and we always, from a historical point of view, that we get like a pre-halving dump. Will we get that in the coming weeks or coming months? At the end of the day, and also Wolf of Wall Street also pointed out, which is to take note as well. If the Fed pivots, and this happens a lot of time through history, that the Fed pivots, it's bad for the markets. And when they pivot, the market dumps. And I mean like the NASDAQ, Dow Jones, all that will dump. And then obviously there'll be no doubt Bitcoin might take a little bit of a dump as well. So you just got to put these in mind. And we never know. There could be a black swan event at any point. Nobody, if somebody says there's never going to be a black swan event, they're talking that at the back end. You just never know. So, but overall, Bitcoin's still holding up. And basically, as long when this grayscale dumping stops, then obviously I think we could start to make a move up. But I might be wrong. We could go down even further. But you're just going to have a risk management and be prepared for that. So, yeah. So, as we know, this morning we had Chris do a live AMA. And to be honest with you, it was okay. I wouldn't go overboard, say it was a great AMA. And I think with many other people in the Crow Farm as well, I don't think he answered a lot of the questions that we actually want answering. Because at the end of the day, the bottom line of it here is we want Crypto.com to do well. We want CRONOS to do well. But we also want CRO to do well at the moment. Because at the moment, if we look at CRO at the moment, obviously because of Bitcoin's dump, we've come down as well. We've just gone below support here. We're sitting at around about, 80 cents, just over 80 cents at the moment. We've been fluctuating between 9 and 10, but we've dropped down to 81 cents at the current market. We've basically gone and lost the smart trail on this. So obviously Bitcoin drops down or we get a big dump. There's a catalyst there for us to drop down. And, we could go down all the way down to 5.5 cents. I'm not saying we're going to go down there at all. But there's always a risk. If Bitcoin has a big titty fit, then obviously we could dump down too. But overall, Chris didn't really answer too much of what I wanted answering. There was no mention about why the APR's been going down, because obviously there's been a lot of regarding the Crow Farm and stakers. Why has it been going down? There's been no mention of burns on CRO. There's been no mention of delisting of Luna. Are they delisting it or not? There was no mention, like I said, of CRO price. But I'm not surprised regarding that, the CRI price, because generally you do not find CEOs talking about price, because this could affect any future IPOs or anything like that. And that was another thing. He was mentioned about IPOs, and obviously I don't think he really wants to talk about it, because obviously he's got to be careful, because if they are going for an IPO, you don't want that to get flagged up for their registration and their assessments and such like, so maybe him going in a full circle regarding that, I get it totally, and that's why he probably doesn't mention the CRO price as well. We all want him to mention that CRO price, because we all want it to pump up. We all want it to get to that dollar. I want to get to that 15 pence mark and make strong moves off, like you see some of these other coins, doing 200, 300%. We all want that. 2x's, 5x's. We all want that. I do, because we all want to make life-changing money. We all want to make a lot of money. But overall, he did mention that 2023 was a good year. Basically, they want to 3x to 350 million users. So he mentioned about, regarding the apps on there and such like, on the Apple apps and basically, he's looking to achieve more licenses. He didn't go too much into that, but he wants, obviously, Crypto.com wants to get more licenses, the better. And, and obviously the bear market they felt was cut short because of obviously this Bitcoin ETF that came about, which actually shot the price up of Bitcoin. So it sort of got us out of that bear market. But obviously, what's good is the company's doing well, and that's what we want. And they've got a target of 350 million users that they want to onboard onto Crypto.com. And to be honest with you, I can't see why they can't do it, because obviously they've got, they've got the marketing team there, they've got the marketing on the UFCs and the arenas and such like, So they've got good profitability. I think it was 1.8 billion. He did say 2021, maybe he means 2022, 2023 financial years. But like I said, regarding the IPO, he didn't go into that too much detail. So, but he said also that there's exciting news for 2024 as well. So there's lots of things coming on, and basically, and also, are we going to get? It was mentioned regarding the 2021 perks that we had in the last bull market may well be coming back. When? We don't know. Maybe when Bitcoin goes to all-time high, maybe that may be the case. So hopefully we do get those rewards back, because I really like them. They really, great. Nice passive income. And on also, they're on about we're acquiring new companies. So it shows that they've got the money to do that, and there's going to be a new app update. So he's obviously new things are coming to Crypto.com, and obviously he might mention give us updates every quarter, or maybe more than that. I don't know. It depends on how many updates got. But I'm hoping we bring back those perks in 2021. I was sort of hoping, like I mentioned about Burns, because obviously I want the price to go up. I'm an investor in CRO, and I want the price to go up like everybody else. I don't want it to go sideways. I don't want it to go down. I've had enough of the going downs through the bear market, and I've accumulated what I need to. I will accumulate more if we have a bigger drops. But overall, I want Burns and I want the CRO price to go up. And if you agree with me, let me know in the comments below. If you don't, let me know why. Because at the end of the day, I want to be financially free. I want to make lots of money, just like yourself. So, but overall, there was one element, and I mentioned this in the last video, was customer service. Customer service has always been all right with myself in terms of the icy white. If I've had issues and such like, they've always been pretty spot on. In my personal opinion, from my personal experience, everybody has their own different experiences. My wife holds the Jade Green, I think, and she bought, like I said in the last video, she bought me a Christmas present back in mid-November. Didn't get anything till these past couple of weeks. In terms of the product, she tried to deal with the customer service, and they were just flobbing her off, basically. They even didn't get back in touch, so she thought she was being scammed, and that. But that was quite poor customer service, in my opinion. And and you want good customer service when a company is growing, and you want a good reputation. You want a good, solid customer service where, yes, in 2 hours they can respond, 2 to 3 hours they can respond. You don't want to be waiting several days, especially if you've got something major happening. You don't want to wait between 7 days to get a response. You want something within that 2 to 3 to 4 hour mark at least. But the good news was he did, because I know some people say, oh, he didn't say anything. He actually did say something. And if you go to 15 minutes 56 seconds into the video, he actually does say it. So I'll quickly play it here. I don't know if this volume's going to work on it. We'll give it a go. Let's try it out.
Having a good customer service is a prerequisite, and we have plenty of space to improve on that front. Other than this, it's about...
So basically, he does say that obviously they've got customer service and they've got the funding and the scope to improve that. So let's hope that comes sooner rather than later. Because obviously, as the bull market comes in, we start getting more retail coming. Obviously, they want to have a good customer service. You don't want to start getting negative ratings, like, you know, on the apps and such, like, rubbish customer service, don't go near them, the customer service is rubbish, you know. But, you know, my personal experience, they've always been good. Yes, it has sometimes taken longer than 2 hours, but it is, you know, but bar that, they normally have got back to me within a day, you know. But yeah, I just want, obviously we all want the price to go up. My target is conservatively is $1. I do think it could go up to $1.50 to $2, maybe more, I don't know, but you know, $1 to $1.50 at the moment, I'll stick with that. You know, anything more than that is always a bonus, you know what I mean? So, you know, obviously if you've been buying down at 4.5 cents to 50 cents, you know, and you've been accumulating a nice bag, you're going to do really well. You know, that's what I've been doing. I've been buying all on the bear market on the way down. So obviously it's averaging itself out. So yeah, I'm going to be happy. We all want to get to that dollar mark we want to get to. So get that 15 cent pence, dollar, and then on and upwards to further. So obviously Bitcoin starts mega pumping, go sideways, all the alts start pumping. We want to go parabolic and start taking some of our profits from that. So overall, it was an A-OK. It was okay. I won't go like hype about the AMA. At least he came out though, and he did it. But he didn't answer all the questions I wanted answering, to be honest, because I think there's a lot of Luna holders who wanted to know, is it getting delisted or not? You know, so obviously, you know, you do your own research and do what you think is right for yourself on that one. So, but overall, like I said, it was okay. So I hope this has sort of helped. Like I said, have a great day. Be prepared, because you don't know what's going to happen later on today in that. So always have your risk management. But give us a thumbs up and give us a like. It's always much appreciated. And, you know, and we'll see you soon in the next video. Take care.